Cheese rolling.
Hello and welcome to Fun with Fromage with Mr. Fallon and Lisa Abbott.
Hiya. So we've got a fridge absolutely stacked full of cheese following two postal deliveries of cheese. One from my cousin Seán, who lives all the way down in Burnham, down south. About as far away as you can get from me in this country. I'm sure that's a complete coincidence. The other from my cousin Danny, who lives in Sydney, Australia, about as far away from me as you can get on the planet. So, yeah.
I'm saying nothing.
Alan's been looking through travel brochures. So we're going to go for a double episode now and try a couple of different cheeses. We've got a Morangie Brie. You've had a few bad experiences with soft cheeses recently.
Doings recently.
A Morangie Brie that came in Danny's box and what's that? Glastonbury Golden. Now, obviously, you can't really compare different cheeses. It's an unfair comparison. But we are going to do a little taste of both of these today.
And obviously you can't compare brothers either.
Only a monster would do such
So let's compare brothers. Yeah, no, let's not. We're going to compare the brothers' cheeses
to find out
who is the best brother. No, that obviously we're being very naughty, and we love you both very much. Okay, so let's do this because I'm fucking starving. 20 past 11, I've not had any breakfast, I'm hungry. Thanks for the plate.
Okay.
I don't know what this is. I have lost them. I made puppets last night. I used the scissors. I don't know where they are.
Oh, you've got that open anyway.
Nom, 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 nom. Okay, so this is the double Gloucester from Glastonbury Cheese Company. It's called Glastonbury Golden. That's very nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? It's all in the presentation.
Oh, monkey! I'm really sorry. A mouse just came past.
Did it?
Yeah. And they're talking about.
We find that the meese do this sort of thing all the time in this house.
But can I just point out, my proudest moment as an auntie was when I left a block of cheese out, and our niece Ruby was roaming around the kitchen, and I came into the kitchen, and there she was looking very sheepish, and there was a massive bite taken out of the block of cheese, and I said, "You all right?" She went, "There's been mice."
And it's Ruby's birthday, so
tomorrow. It's Ruby's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, so happy birthday,
Ruby.
I hope you don't watch this because
I might have already done some really bad swears.
If your life has already descended to watching me in cheese on.
That's delicious. So texture-wise, it's a lovely double Gloucester texture. It's a lovely colour as well. Yeah, I mean, it's got the taste-wise. It's really creamy and delicious. And yeah, that's just very nice. So, Morangie Brie contains UK cow's milk. Here we go. So it got a little squished in transit, but I'm sure it's still there's going to be finger removal going on here. I can tell. I'm very clumsy.
What's it stuck together with?
Sellotape. So, look.
Yeah, that's a very satisfying.
No, just a little bit squashed though, which is a real shame.
Yeah, got a bit squashed in transit.
Yeah.
It's broken the rind a little, which I think is going to save us.
I'm a bit scared. I've had some bad Brie experiences recently.
You see, it's broken the rind, so hopefully that will stop it from ripening too much. It's quite firm, although it's not that long out of the. Oh, that looks nice.
I'm scared.
Look at that.
Show it to the camera. Show it. And show the other one. Show the other one.
So it doesn't feel left out.
Yeah. Well, if we're comparing brothers, you cannot
show favouritism.
Show favouritism.
Not until the decision's made. Do you want? You want this on its own, don't you? You don't want.
Can I have a sliver, please?
Yeah.
That's not. That is a honking great lump, and I'm scared.
You are.
I'm gonna go Gorgonzola if this is awful and freaks me out. Oh, it looks a bit runny.
No, just take a bite.
No.
Just take a bite of it. It's delicious. It's really nice.
You told me that before when there was that cheese that made me do gipping.
And I told you that when we had the brie with... You're getting all... That's all rind. Have that bit.
But it's
yeah, pop it in. It's lovely. Just pop it in. Just pop it in. Just pop it in. You'll love it. You'll love it. I promise you, you'll love it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just get it in. Get it in.
All of that?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
You want a bit of all of it. Get it in.
Right, okay.
After all that.
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, the rind's a bit indifferent. The rind's not a great flavour.
No, I like it near the rind. That's even better. And that's firmer. I like a firm brie, I'm afraid.
Well,
that's delicious.
This is one of these.
The rind is really, really nutty.
This is one of those bries where you've got that layer where it's like curds in the middle, and that's really good. And you want that.
Yeah, you want the middle bit, and I'm going to have around the edge. So right,
you want the runny bit and the other bit together to complement each other. Just try that runny bit on its own.
I've already had that.
And was it awful?
It tasted nice, but the texture worries me.
So, the question is, in this first round of the Battle of the Brothers...
Battle of the Brothers?
Oh, come on, bloody cheese flies. Morangie Brie or Glastonbury Golden? We might have to have another taste of Glastonbury Golden.
I really like, around the rind area of the Brie, I really like double Gloucester anyway. Generally, that's a really nice double Gloucester.
The Glastonbury cheeses seem to be fairly workhorse cheeses, don't they? They're cheeses, they're your big traditional cheeses. They're not fancy, they're not doing anything.
They're tasty.
They're not sticking a load of fruit in it.
Which fruit has no place in cheese.
They're not sticking a load of herbs and stuff in it to
gingerbread has no place in cheese.
But,
Fuck you, Wilchester.
a bit of garlic or chives or sage, these things go in a cheese, okay? Sometimes it's god awful.
What's with that slicing technique? You're like slicing the cheese like someone who's never used a knife or had hands before. What's going on?
Oh, had hands. I'm new to these hands. Yeah, that's really nice. It's got a very nice texture to it. Again, that's slightly processed sort of. By processed, I really mean homogeneous texture to it. I really like the brie as well. So, which?
I'm not making a choice because I'm not a monster.
Because only a monster would make a choice.
Only a monster would make a choice. I've enjoyed both. The softer, where it started to ripen in the middle, I'm not so keen on. But I'm not keen on that on bries anyway. Around the edge, where it's firmer, and the rind is delicious. The rind is actually really delicious.
See, for me, you can leave the rind, but the combination of the softer centre bit and the outer.
So I hope we don't come across as being desperately ungrateful, Seán and Danny, because we're really not. We're incredibly grateful for centre cheeses, and this is just Phil being a monster, quite frankly. Thank you very much.
Like it was my idea.
Oh my God, I'm being gaslit. Monkey's like, we can say this, and you can be like monstrous again. Like, I can be monstrous on my own. I don't need your ideas. This was your idea.
So we're going to compare the cheeses. We're not comparing the brothers, and I'm sure there's no competition between Danny and Seán whatsoever. So which one do you prefer?
I don't. They're different.
Nah.
You can't compare a Brie and a double Gloucester. That's just, they do very different things.
So out of 10, what would you give the double Gloucester?
I'm not being drawn.
Okay. I really like that double Gloucester. Double Gloucester can be a bit bland. More so than a single Gloucester sometimes.
You're just saying random shit now.
But no,
it's time to wrap the
I'm saying that's really nice. I reckon that would be an absolute killer on a piece of toast.
Well, I'm just literally about to prepare some breakfast at 11:30. So
and then cheese, the Brie.
What we'll have it with?
Yeah.
That would be really nice with some grapes.
Yeah.
It'd be super nice with some
grapes.
grapes. No grapes, no. Would also be really nice, I think, with like a. I'm trying to think what the cracker would be, like a poppy seed cracker.
Like a mini cheddar.
No.
Your face. Ritz cracker.
No, both are perfectly fine crackers, but not with a Brie.
An oatcake.
Yeah, maybe an oatcake would be nice.
Like
that.
Yeah,
like I say, a poppy seed sort of cracker or something like that. No, let's call it a day. You'll never get this uploaded online. Bye, everybody. Keep washing your hands and stuff and be kind to one another. Bye. Don't lick the knife.
Speaks the expert in kindness.